We are back. And moving forward to this point of interest.
It is you.
Paul Darkenok, welcome to the Underground. I owe you an apology for hacking your info link.
Don't sweat it. I'm assuming you had a good reason.
Samizdat's usual channels are all bugged. I couldn't risk an audio communication being traced back here.
You're Little K, right? You don't sound local.
I wrote some things that made me have to delocalize a long time ago. Been living story to story on a Schengen visa and a language implant ever since. Never expect a short story from a long-form journalist. You want to know why I brought you here? The police raided Samizdat last night. Cleared us out. We were broadcasting until they pulled the plug. Radios, flyers, mail bursts, the makeshift media van. Getting the message out to our subscribers if they needed a refuge. As you can see, it went a little wider than we anticipated.
This isn't what I call laying low. Aren't you afraid the police will find you again, finish what they started?
They already got K. Bones, the backup servers, even the shitty coffee machine. Enough for them to call it a win, and get back to indiscriminate brutality on the streets.
Where were you when this happened?
Right here. Running our little home away from home. Our sources tipped us off about the martial law. Either we could write about it and throw our hands up. Boy, I sure hope this massive rights violation doesn't end up being too awful this time. Or we could enact a readiness plan and really do something.
Yeah, when we first met, I called you pamphleteers. I guess I should apologize.
Oh no, we were pamphleteers. Now we're pamphleteers, jury rigging an underground railroad.
So are you running a resistance cell here or a campaign room?
Why not both? Now Samizdat has a captive voter base. We could run for the Senate.
It's organized resistance then.
Peaceful resistance. We're working together to get people under the cordon and out of Prague. It's a happy accident of a police state. Well, I say happy when everyone's repressed, they can see past their prejudices.
Or they shift the blame. It's gonna take a long time for those prejudices to heal.
As long as certain people can profit from keeping the wounds fresh. But you knew that already.
Yes, I did.
What happened to Kay?
K is me now, according to the Samizdat Manifesto. It's all very third-wave socialist with a dash of martyr complex.
Good to know. But I mean, what physically happened to him?
Right. His name is Yarek. Yarek Drobny. He's being held by the police along with Bones. No contact, no bail, no rights, plausible deniability.
He must have known the risks.
No, he was open to the existence of risks. When you showed up, it should have been a wake-up call, but you were reasonable. The state isn't reasonable.
I'm pretty sure you didn't call me to put up posters. What's the deal?
We've made a plan. We're getting people out of the city, starting first thing tomorrow. I want Yarek and Bones to go with them, but first, we need to bust them out of jail. Tonight.
And you think I'm the kind of guy who breaks into police stations?
Are you telling me you're not?
Fine, I'll get them out. They're being held in the temporary police station downtown?
Yes. By the Monument Metro. Once you're clear, take...
That's your escape route? Puts getting them past the state police into perspective.
It works on paper. And gives them these new...
It's you again.
Too many people. You'll have to borrow more trucks. Get me back into the city capital tonight.
Go. Oh my god, like the lip is like a half a millimeter. Like, Jesus. That's a little fucking annoying.
Have you seen anything else?
Puerco, Puerco, huh? What do you think this is, the 1980s? Like those old documentaries?
military
The
industrial
journalists
friend.
aren't the revolution, man.
Venus,
We're
is that
just
you?
augmenting the message. And
We're
the
to
message
free us
is
or
still out
interrogate
there.
us?
It's on the streets. It's over the airwaves. It's spreading online. Even got it. Faceless stuff like it, huh? Maybe you're thinking you're going to run deep. Well, that's a good sign, man.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Still up there? And you know what would be another good start? You. I knew it, man. I knew you were one of them all along.
Do I look like I'm one of them?
No.
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened? You pulled a Freedom of Information speech on the state police?
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little K asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Sammy's dad.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a cool cat, man. One of the good ones. She wrote The Wheels Come Off 16 years ago, and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the gray aliens, but who's to say that's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book,
I don't believe in authorial intent.
I might have known you wouldn't keep your heads down during the riots.
This is what a radical news source lives for, man. Lives and dies for. But the helmets on the streets, the extreme peacekeeping, that's not about the Golem riots. How are the Augs gonna get over here? Carpool? No, someone, somewhere wanted the cops to clean house in Prague. And this is just the beginning. What if they could call martial law anywhere?
That's your prediction.
You can take it to the bank, man. The Palisade Property Bank.
You told me you were a liability to Samizdat. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my darknet proxies. Oral cemetery.
Oral cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, a little case shouldn't have sent you. Samizdat has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Samizdat is bigger than you now, Yarek. The Resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword, there's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Whoa, whoa, you know I use the term liability real broadly.
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Would I be talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kazan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW, those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
But they're trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful, connected world we live in, when they can pin
Just how many states are you an enemy of?
all the corporate ones.
There's a way out of Prague for you both. The Samizdat Resistance has organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners. Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
There's a police locker in the corner that should be stocked with uniforms. Find something that fits and try to look convincing. We need the cops to think you're one of them. Good. It's time to go.
Low profile, low profile. Oh. You want the byline? Write something, check.
Zákaz vycházení na ulici. Jedná se o dočasné pořádkové opatření.
Yes, exit plans, man, exit plans. Always be making them. We worked this contingency plan out when we started Samizdat. Didn't think it would actually come to this, though.
No one thought it would be like this. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
No can do. I've gotta...
Right, with the cut.
Watch yourself out there, Kay.
K? K is Kazdi, man. K is everyone. You're part of it.
Zůstávejte ve svých domovech. Státní policie zasne každého, koho chytí na ulici. Byli jste varováni.
See anything? Yep, me neither. Training command. Everything coming. Should have taken care of the problem long ago.
Oops.
Pozor, pozor! Platí zákaz vycházení. Nevycházejte na ulici. Fucking night.
Here's the real question. Am I allowed in here now?
Going in, Clank. No one will ask you.
Thank you.
Yes, just behind the doors of the main entrance.
I do not know why Raj kept these seats around as long as he did. They are
Mr. Jensen, welcome to my theater.
Your theater. Are you the leader of the Diwali in Prague now?
Yes, and I owe much of it to you. Raditz Nikoladze had no honor, and many of the decisions he made were bad for business. I wanted to replace him for a long time, but he had two people spying on me. One died in the bombing, and the other was Galwa. With him out of the way and with support from certain people in Georgia, all I needed was a powerful ally here in Prague, which you also arranged for me.
Masa Kadlak. So what happened to Radich?
He met with an unfortunate accident.
Occupational hazard. Now about that favor you owe me.
With pleasure. Name it.
Viktor Marchenko. Radich was selling weapons to his terrorist group.
Yes. Of all the shameful things in Radich's life, assisting those animals was the worst. The last thing he did for them was smuggle weapons and supplies into London. They're going to attack Santo's Og thing at Apex Center.
The Safe Harbor Convention. Why would they do that?
I do not waste time wondering about the motives of disgusting lunatics. If you are planning to
Disgusting
stop them,
lunatics.
I wish you success.
Miller, Marchenko is targeting the Safe Harbor Convention in London.
Jesus, there'll be hundreds of people there.
How fast can we move on this?
I'll warn London and get Mac working on a mobilization plan for them. You go home. We'll contact you there.
Alex, they are hitting London. The Diwali agreed to smuggle weapons and the Orchid into Apex Center.
Fuck, man, they want to take out Brown. He's their real target. I've been digging into him.
Get to my apartment. Explain it to me there.
I need one more praxis, I believe, because I think this upgrade is a 2 praxis. Yep. Shit, I literally have 1 biocell left. No other side missions though. Actually, why does it still want me to meet with Otar for this objective? Must be slightly glitched.
I keep walking Where's delivery?
No intruders.
You really
Oh, oh, that I never.
It's promotion time!
I thought I hit my invisibility thingy. Oh, come on. How did it not see me after, or how did it not save after this?
Just behind the doors of the minute.
I do not know why Radich kept these seats around this long.
Mister.
Miller, Marchenko is targeting the Safe Harbor Convention in London.
Jesus, there'll be hundreds of people there.
How fast can we move on this?
I'll warn London and get Mac working on a mobilization plan for them. You go home. We'll contact you there.
Alex, they are hitting London. The Diwali agreed to smuggle weapons and the Orchid into Apex Center.
Fuck, man, they want to take out Brown. He's their real target. I've been digging into him.
Get to my apartment. Explain it to me there.
impeccable. Whatever the Sultan says.
You have made a very powerful friend.
Better be getting hazard today.
Sir, you've broken curfew. That makes you a criminal in the eyes of the law. Brain the Burma duck. Heading back to patrol.
I think this might be an infinite loading one. Yeah, well, actually just crashed. We're almost at the end of the episode anyway. We will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.